The weather outside is 32 degrees Celsius. 32 degrees Celsius to say you're welcome again to another beautiful edition of CEOs Hangout with me, Godwin Sunday. Today, I will be hanging out with a phenomenal personality when it has to do with the renewable energy sector. And of course, you know that the renewable energy sector is one very key sector that is thriving in Nigeria. Of course, this guest of mine will be sharing thoughts with us as well as exploring some practical dimensions with us on the show today. I know you're curious already to know who my guest is on the show. Go nowhere as my guest will be unveiled in a jiffy. Stay with me as CEOs Hangout continues in a moment. And today I am hanging out with Ugama, who is a sustainable and renewable energy expert. You're welcome to the show once again, Albert.
Thank you very much, Mr. Godwin Sunday.
So good to have you on the show for the second time.
Same here.
All right, so let's talk about the issues around the renewable energy in Nigeria. Can you explain the benefit of solar energy for both consumers and the environment?
First of all, I want to say welcome once more. Renewable energy basically is an energy which is viable in the market right now. You have it almost in every house now. Because right from the onset, when you see that fuel price was actually on the rise, a lot of persons have actually been on this what's it called, an alternative of having solar energy or renewable energy, as a point may be. Yeah, you get the point, you understand? So now, it's even more on the increase when the tariff now came in. The increase in tariff now came in. So it's like a saving grace right now to all business owners, residential users, even factories and offices and organizations. You understand my point now? So now, solar energy is one energy sector that we cannot run from. It's like the number one energy savior. And permit me to use that. Now, as a matter of fact, as I talking to you now, is like a savior to the epileptic power and hike in price in most of those fuels. And like when I'm talking of fuels, I don't mean petrol alone, even diesel. Wow. Imagine running a diesel gen. Diesel is now 1,500 naira or thereabout. I don't know if it has come down, but it's about between the range of 1,400 to 1,500. So imagine you're running a diesel gen for a week. Wow. Then you're running a petrol gen. I think it's about 617 naira in NNPC. NNPC is selling 617. But other petrol station sells at 680, 670. Some says 670. Some says 680. So imagine you're running your gen. So you cannot compare any form of energy generating devices with solar energy. It's not possible, because once you have a good consultant in a field of this energy called solar energy or renewable energy vis-a-vis, you understand, you should be rest assured that you are not going to in any way regret it.
How does your company contribute to making solar energy more accessible to a wider range of consumers?
Most of these consumers, they don't really know much about these products. They tend to look at their pocket first, and hence they don't have enough money that we tend to listen to the advice of a roadside. Permit me to use that. Keeping aside, forgetting the fact that there are quality and more sustainable materials of this solar in the market. So those consumers should be able to look for companies which have high reputation to align with. Feel free to discuss with them on payment formats, so that a high quality of those materials can be made available to them that are sustainable. Payment platform in such that they can pay instrumentally 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years. Like our company, we do that. You can come to us, come to us. We will give you our payment formats, and then you, at the end of the day, you own your solar yourself, and you have quality materials at your disposal for your consumption.
What are some of the misconceptions about solar energy that you have encountered, and how do you address them?
This reminds me of a client I met at Naf Valley. You know Naf Valley. He's a general. He said solar doesn't work. But I told him, please, sir, can you tell me your experience? Why you feel that, or you felt that solar doesn't work? He said, I installed solar in so place. It wasn't working as I
envisaged.
As I envisaged. I say, okay, don't worry. Maybe you have, at the end of the day, consulted the wrong person, or a wrong engineer, or a wrong technical personnel. So, at the end of the day, what I was even thinking was not it. He actually got a professional. You understand? You know, professionals are not actually cheap. They are very expensive. Professionals are not actually cheap. They are expensive. You understand? So he was actually running from a professional to a less expensive person. So that is the challenge that we have. You know, nothing good comes easy. No quality thing is cheap. Like, you are in the sector of media. Can you tell me that all cameras are of the same prices? So cameras are sold according to their quality, according to, you know better than me. The same thing in the field of solar. It is based on the quality that these things are made available to end users.
In the face of climate change and also other ozone layer discourse that is currently going on right now, especially using the COP28 issues, what role do you envisage solar playing in addressing climate change?
Yes, the climatic change pertaining to solar is you getting to get rid of your carbon dispenser. Those are like your generators. They dispense what we call carbon monoxides, and which is harmful to health and cause ozone depletion. Has effect on ozone layer, negative effect on ozone layer. So now, when you and I and Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C, then when there is increased population in the usage of this thing called solar, this energy called solar, this energy called your renewable, like the wind and the solar, which is non-carbonated, it is clean, then we know that our ozone layer is safe. There is more, the air we breathe gets more purified. Because like you go to, like if you have you been to some plazas that have a lot of generators, you will see that even the air there is not pure. Noise everywhere. So let's assume that such kind of a plaza now uses solar, no noise, then you see the air there. You feel more, you see that the air there will get more refreshed, more fresher, and then more cleaner, and live a longer and a more healthier life.
Asking that question in order to ask this particular question. Most people are afraid, kind of, when it has to do, when they tell you that solar energy, the batteries emit some form of radiation, and those radiation have negative effects on the human, on the atmosphere first, then to the human person. Let's get you to talk to us as a professional. What do you make of these all theories or fallacies?
Well, first of all, thank you very much. First of all, when you talk about radiation, what should come to your mind is isotopic elements, some elements that dissociates, giving out some kind of harmful substances that cannot be seen with the visible eyes. But when you come to batteries, you're talking about electrolysis. It is not even in the field of radiation. The composition, the movement of ions from one point to another, the reaction is within the cells in the batteries. It's in an enclosure in a battery, so it doesn't escape. There is no form of escape. There is no form of escape of any form of radiation.
No emission.
No emission. No emission of any form. So it is just a decomposition. It is just a movement of one substance or one ion from one point to another. So when you're talking of radiation, it has totally nothing to do with batteries or electrolysis. So I can boldly stand and tell you that there is no emission in any form from batteries or from any form of anything called that has to do with solar.
If you are to advise companies or private individual businesses on considering adopting solar energy, what would your advice be?
My advice is you should go adopt it without looking back, because it's going to save you time. It's going to save you a whole lot of money, and it is health-wise, it is one to none. So I will advise without looking back to adopt solar energy as number one form of energy that will power and help in boosting your energy, your business.
All right, so viewers right now want to see a demonstrative approach by you on solar, so we can access it. Then you can lead us through what the various panel do, if you don't mind.
Yes, it is actually possible, because okay. I have some solar panels up.
Or the battery or the inverter or something.
Yes,
what can you show us?
Like what is powering some of this.
So can you show us outside?
Yes, definitely.
All right. So at this point in time, we'll be going out with you to go see some practical dimensions and demonstrations of the solar panel. Well, viewers at home, we're going outside to see what it looks like and also understand the modalities that have been put in place on solar renewable energy, if you like to use that word. Let's go out.
GAMAA ENERGY. So whichever product you're seeing here is top notch. When you are ready for a business, you should be ready in all ramification. And that is why we are displaying this, just to make your work easy and for you to serve your clients better. And that's why you have this complete toolbox of 187 tools in this box. Then you have another gadget here. We call it battery health clinic. Yeah. It helps to attest the quality of the battery, the health state of the battery, so that you don't just go and take any batteries to your client. Yeah. Then you have your meter. This is your meter.
I think I know this.
Yeah, you know this one. This one is an AC DC meter. You can use it for both your solar panels, your batteries, and your AC outputs to the house, and even your AC input to the inverter. So that is what the more function. We have more functionality to this though. So that is what I can explain.
So let's talk about the batteries.
Tubular batteries. The samples of the tubular batteries. The samples of a solar panel in the carton. Look at them displayed outside there too. So we have the inverters of different magnitude. We have 3 kVA, we have 3.5 kVA, we have 5 kVA, we have 2.5 kVA. So of different magnitude. And then we have other magnitude like 7.5 kVA, we have 10 kVA and all of that. That is 7.5 kVA there. Then we have 10 kVA too. So and a lot more.
Wow. They almost turned me to a solar engineer. But it was fun hanging out with Engineer Albert. I know you also had fun in this edition. Don't forget that you can join us on our various social media handle already displayed on the screen. And if you want us to hang out with you as a CEO, of course, you can leave a message with us, and your office, your location and destination will be our next hangout. Till I come your way again, I am Godwin Sunday, and it's bye for now.